have here is a great week of comics. I've read some crazy stuff that just blew my dick off. I can't believe all year long I went all year long, not like in any Marvel book, except for Zombie Oats. And then the last week of the year, they come out with all this stuff just to blow my dick off. You know, we had great books that came out. We had some stuff like Helverine. I didn't expect much out of it. Blew my dick off. You know, next thing we had was Hell Hunters, which I absolutely loved, which I knew I'd love. Blew my dick off. And now, Sabertooth. This is badass. This is The Dead Don't Talk. This was phenomenal. I'm usually not a guy for X-Men stuff. I don't know anything about the X-Men, but I do know I love Sabertooth. I've always loved Sabertooth. 20 years ago, I bought the Sabertooth run. This right here. And I've had it ever since. It's called Open Season. It reads like a horror story, and I love this story. I kept this story, Sabertooth, and I couldn't wait to read this new book because I'm usually into Sabertooth stuff because it's kind of a horror-filled kind of stuff, and Sabertooth's my kind of character. I also love Wendigo, or Wendigo as some people say. But I love these two characters, so I had to pick up the new Sabertooth. It was a short week. Anytime it's a short week, I love to pick up number ones. And this was a short week, so I picked up this. I picked up Dust to Dust. That was a number one. Like I said, we got Hell Hunters. It was a number one. We've got Helverine that was a number one. And I couldn't wait to read this, but the time had to be right. You know, it's kind of like the time had to be just right. You got to be able to have your alone time. You got to be in the reading state of mind. And that's what I was with this book. This book here, I opened up this book. And right off the bat, you got Wolverine sitting. I mean, the artwork is great. You got Wolverine just sitting around in this bar. And this bar, it's called Satan's Circus. And in this bar, this guy keeps trying to talk to him and trying to be his friend and offered him great whiskey and all this stuff. And you find out this guy's like a historian of the bar. And finally, Logan gives in and says, I noticed there's some pictures on the wall back here. He's like, tell me about this picture right here. This guy in the middle of this picture. Well, the guy in the middle of that picture, if you look at it close, this is 1909. But this right here, this guy right here, it's Sabertooth. And here they call him Mad Dog. It's crazy. This guy says it looks like you've seen a ghost, and he has, because that is Sabertooth. And then the year is 1909. He calls him Mad Dog Murphy. They got this place like Ravencroft, and I guess it's just basically Marvel's version of Arkham Asylum. But you got him being the muscle of Ravencroft, and he's working in Ravencroft, and he's transporting these dead bodies to see the doctor, and he's just a big muscled up dude with no cares in the world. He's a badass. He's taking advantage of Logan here, and he decides he's gonna whip Logan's ass. Logan's out of his mind. And great splash page. He starts beating the shit out of Logan. Logan comes alive on him. Logan does what Logan does and gives him the old right underneath his chin, stabs him in the neck with all those blades. And it really pisses off my man when he thinks back about it. You know, Sabertooth don't like that. Sabertooth's bringing in some dead bodies for the doctor to work on, because this place is like a insane asylum or something. And it's got all these dead bodies. And I don't know this guy here, but he is a Mr. Sinister, and he is the doctor. And he tells Sabertooth, if you can't get your shit in order, this little guy right here is going to take your spot, and he's going to be my main man. And Sabertooth just thinks that shit's funny. He's like, I'm not really worried about that little goofball. I mean, look at him. He ain't nothing compared to Sabertooth. Sabertooth, though, he always gets talked down to by the doctor. He goes and visits this guy in the cell. There's his name. And he says right here that he Americanized it, and he just goes by Fisk. Could this be, the Fisk we know, the Kingpin we know, could this be some of his family from 1909? Because that's when this takes place. He talks to Sabertooth and he tells Sabertooth, hey, why don't you come to work for me and my underground I got? Help me escape and we can run the world. We will take back over the underground world of this town. And Sabertooth thinks about it for a minute. The doctor walks into this room and what does he see all over the place? It is gory as hell. I quit written in blood all over the wall. There's that guy that was supposed to take his spot. His guts is all hanging out. He's deader than a doorknob, baby. And not only is that dead, he decapitated this guy. He bludgeoned that guy to death. Blood's all over the wall. Blood is everywhere. Sabertooth just took them all out. Took out everybody. Sabertooth is out on the town now with his friend. He helped escape. There's this guy fighting a bear. This is the new ruler of the underground. He chokes out a bear, so he's pretty tough. As you can see, he ain't afraid of nobody. He choked out a bear. Sabertooth introduced himself to him and said, get out of here. Go kick rocks. We're taking this underground world back, baby. We're taking the underground world back. The guy really don't think much, and he says something smart, and off with his head. Sabertooth just cuts his head off with them claws like it was nothing. Like me cutting into a nice fajita or something. There he is holding his head. He's still talking to his body, talking to his head. And we are ready for issue 2. So Sabertooth and Fisk have taken over. They're going to take back over the underground. This was very bloody, very brutal, very insane asylum-ish. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Love everything about this. Marvel, why you wait till the last week to do this to me? Now I'm reading 3 or 4 Marvel titles. I'm reading no DC. Last year I was reading some DC and no Marvel, except for Zombiotes. Now Marvel's kicking, so it comes in waves. I go wherever the good stories are. And right now everything's absolute at DC, and that's absolute bullshit. Anyway, until the next time, I will see you again. Oh, let me tell you, hit that like button, hit that smash button, that subscribe button, all that shit. Do all that, comment and everything. This right here, I'm going to give a solid, man. This is going to get a 9.2 blue label. It's one of my high scores ever. Might be my high score. But anyway, I will see you again beneath the blackened sky. Keep it weird and read your comics, baby.